No one could have prepared me for the fear of rejection that is associated with stepping out of the box and embracing who you are fully.
Wake up, it's time to activate. Wake up, it's time to activate. You know there is more that God has in store. You've been so used to hiding and used to inviting the fear, guilt, and doubting that keeps you from thriving. But wake up, it's time to activate. Wake up, it's time to activate it. Activate your destiny. Time to activate it.
Welcome to another episode of the Activate to Your Destiny podcast. I am Destiny Faith McCoy, and we're going to have a serious talk today about the fear of rejection, the terror around being seen. So say you've been following along for a while now, and this year you have finally made the decision to fully embrace everything that you are. You've stepped out there, you've started the thing, you have set boundaries, but what you didn't expect was to be rejected. Putting yourself out there is really scary. There are actually multiple types of fear. Let's look them up real quick. Typically, we're talking about the fear of the unknown. That is the discomfort or anxiety about unpredictable future or change. When you start stepping out there, you can have the fear of the unknown. I don't know what this is supposed to look like. I don't know what my next steps are. I don't know how I'm going to be received. That is the fear of unknown, and it's pretty common. Then there's the fear of intimacy, the psychological barrier against getting too emotionally close to others or being vulnerable. When you are called to the marketplace, when you're called to share your gift with the world, that fear is real. The fear of being vulnerable. I gotta let you guys in on my fears, on the things that don't go perfectly in my life, my own personal stories, my own personal struggles. For a lot of people, that is a very uncomfortable place to be in. And then there's the fear of failure. The hesitation to try new things because of a fear of failing short or making mistakes. Yeah. Entrepreneurship for sure will address the fear of failure. But then the one I want to talk about today is the fear of judgment and rejection. The anxiety around what others think, often manifesting as social anxiety disorder or the fear of public speaking. Now, I've been talking to the creative mom all month long. This creative mom shows up in all of these fears, whether she's taking the steps or not. So I want to take the time to encourage you as you are taking these steps, because you're not alone. The moment you start claiming your creativity, you're going to start to feel different. You're going to start feeling separated from everybody else. You're going to start feeling exposed. You might even start feeling like suddenly you're just too much for everybody. And I can relate to each and every emotion. I've been exposed. I have definitely felt set apart. I have felt like I've been too different. I have felt separated from people. I have definitely felt like I was just doing the most. And that feeling makes you want to shrink. It can make you feel like you want to go back into this box, like you would rather just hide. But that feeling is not a warning. It is confirmation that something real is happening. It's confirmation that you're moving in the right direction. God is the ultimate creator. He is the creator who formed you carefully. He knitted you together in your mother's womb with full knowledge of who you would become, what you would do, and he looked at all of that and still said it was good. He gave you your gifts on purpose. Psalms 139, 13 through 14 in the NIV version says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well." Your gifts are not an accident. And hiding it does not make you humble. Hiding it is actually rejecting what God is carefully doing in you, what He's already carefully crafted in you. You never thought about it like that, did you? The more you hide and the more you reject the way that you were created, the more you are rejecting your Creator. I have felt all of these emotions and some, but still, I'm going to choose to do it anyway. I chose this year specifically to go harder. I chose to fight through the fear. I chose to remember my why. And I'm inviting you to do the same thing. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, you lose people along the way. Yes, you do it scared. But you have to make the decision to do it anyway. That is what obedience actually looks like. It doesn't mean that you no longer have fear. It means that you take that fear to God. The Bible also says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So you take it to Him. And actually, I want to pull up that verse real quick because I read it recently, and reading more than that verse brought something else to my attention. Okay, so 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 6 and 7. Verse 6 says, "Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of God, which is in thee by the putting on of my hands." Stir up the gift that is in you. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. That is the very next verse. They're together. God wants us to stir up the gift that He's put within us. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. You know that the gift that is within you is real. And you also know that it's terrifying. But the answer is not to wait until you're not scared, because that day is not going to come. Your body responding in fear is a reminder that you can't do it without God, not that you can't do it. The answer is to choose it anyway. Choose to be who God made you to be. Choose to stop hiding what He has put within you. So I challenge you today to write down one thing that you have been afraid to claim about yourself creatively. Not the whole vision, just one thing. And say it out loud, even if only you can hear it. Today, decide to say it out loud and accept it. That is your choice. That is what you will choose to do today instead of waiting for it to no longer feel uncomfortable, because it's going to. But you have support. You were made on purpose. You were carefully crafted intentionally. The gift that is within you is not an accident, and neither are you. Stop waiting until it feels safe to be who God already called good. And if you need some extra support, the Wake Up Creative Challenge is for you. For the mom who is ready to stop being scared of her own gift. The cart for this challenge closes on June 21st. So don't delay. The link is in the description. As always, share this episode with a friend. Comment below how you're feeling after hearing this. And remember that the calling on your life is not canceled. It is just waiting on your obedience. I will see you guys next week.